Buddy, it's Melissa. I wanted to share a project that I'm working on with y'all. I don't have pictures in it yet, but this is going to be a book that has some of the wedding preparation pictures in it. I saw the idea of using the bingo cards for the covers in a magazine, and I can't remember which one it was. So I didn't have the exact same, and it's not just like this, but I loved the idea of the bingo cards for the cover. And these are just some Jenny Bolin alphabet bingo cards I had. So I used those, and now you can see in the background I have a piece of paper that looks like it's been torn. Well, it has been torn out of a notebook. It's the Making Memories Noteworthies. It's one of these. So that's in the very background. And then this is the Tim Holtz, I believe it's the ornamental die. I cut that out and put that there. And then this is a piece of 7 Gypsies paper, and I just cut out the bingo area of it and tucked it in there. Let me move this back out of the way before I knock it over. And then I made this little pocket, and then just used a punch. These flowers, they're Prima, and they're the ones that come in the tall tube, and all I did was just spray them with glimmer mist. I used a pink glimmer mist and some ink. Let me see which glimmer mist that is. I should have looked at this first. I think it's cherub pink glimmer mist. And then this is a Recollections flower. And then you can see I put leaves behind them. And then I made a little stick pin from, I used alcohol ink a while back, and I colored a bunch of stick pins so that I would have them on hand. So they were just clear. I had ordered these for the wedding, and we're not doing that project. So now I have all these clear stick pins, like 2 boxes. I have 200 of them, so I'm just going to start making little stick pins. And then this is the mini bloomers trim. It's from Hobby Lobby, and what I did, it has lace on it usually, a lace backing, and I sprayed it with the glimmer mist, the cherry pink glimmer mist, and then I hit it with some distress ink. I think it's probably Vintage Photo. You can see it just on the edges. But I didn't want that big piece of lace that's behind it, so I took my heat gun and heated it until it got kind of crispy, and I peeled that lace off, and it just left the rosettes. I really like the way it came out. And then this is just a roll rose out of paper, and then I used little decorative eyelets. This is some seam binding that I just dyed and scrunched up, and then the tags inside are just library pockets that I made tags out of. Used this little tag pack that they were $1. The little pack was $1 at Michael's, and I had it laying here, but I don't know where I put it. Anyway, I took library pockets and put them on the back, and these were stark white, so I used a lot of inks on those. And then this tag, this is just an old button, and I used my corner chomper that has the tag edge, scallop edge, to do the edge of the tag with. So that's all that. And then this is a stamp that I stamped and cut out and then put the plate on it for the title. You can see I used my Distress It All on the edges. It's super distressed, and then I cut off one of the corners and really inked it up well. Used old paper, Vintage Photo, frayed burlap, all those colors of ink throughout. And I sewed right here with some embroidery floss and just made knots in either end, and you can see it on the back also. A large photo will go here. And then I made another pocket. These pockets are really easy to make, and if you would like me to do a video on how to make them, let me know and I will. So I just made a pocket out of, and this is K & Company paper, It is from the Ancestry stack, and there might be another type paper in here too, I don't know. This is one of the Tim Holtz stickers, and behind that is some more of the Seven Gypsies paper that I just tore, and then this little trim. It's so cute. It's little daisies, and I inked that because it was a little bit too light, and then I just made a tag to go inside this pocket, and I stamped it with a doily stamp and used broken china, tattered rose, spun sugar, and old paper inks on it. Then I just made a piece of crafting plastic, made a page with that, and used the Tim Holtz on the edge die. I hope y'all can see it. It's the scallop edge with the hole. Then on this page, it's pretty plain. I'm planning on putting a large picture there. This is one of the Making Memories plates, and I just dyed some seam binding with, I think it's Sea Breeze or Sea Glass Glimmer Mist. Ran it through there and poked 2 holes in the actual page, and this actually moves, so hopefully that's going to hang down onto the picture. On this side, I brought the seam binding around and just did a several loop bow. And on this page, I just took a circle cutter and made an inverted arc, and then put trim around it, lace trim, and then made this tag and used those same inks that I mentioned before. And this was just punched with the Threading Waters punch from Fiskars, and I just did a large hole on top with some seam binding. And then I did the clear embossing powder with the French writing stamp, I think it is. And I don't know if y'all can see the embossing powder or not. And the back is really plain. That's going to have a picture on it, hopefully. This one is really plain. I'm leaving it blank for a large photo. And then this, I have to show y'all my bargains I found. I went to a used bookstore to find books that I can pull apart to use for things like this, instead of buying the scrapbook paper that has the writing or stamping all the time. I just wanted something different, and I found a couple of books. I found this big Shakespeare book, which I'm going to get a lot of use out of. Look how thick it is. It has all his works in it. And so that's a piece of this book. And outlined, it says, Enter Duchess. So, and I found this. I'm so excited about this. This is from the 50s. Look at that. I can't wait to tear into this one. So I got that one. And then I got a sheet music book. So I really racked up, and it was $3 total. Woohoo! So I made another pocket page here, and I used a Martha Stewart lace punch, border punch, and then just made a tag. Used some more of the Seven Gypsies paper, and then I put some lace at the top of it. I left the back blank for a large photo or whatever. And on the opposite side, this is just another one of the pockets that I made. And then this is the last page, and I stamped this doily with a doily stamp. I don't know where I put it. Here it is. The Hero Arts, this stamp. I stamped that on a piece of blue paper, on a scrap of this paper, and then cut it out and put it on here. And that's the back. And then I bound it with just some tulle, and I think I'm going to leave the tulle. I may change that. I'm not sure about it yet. I'll wait till I finish the book, till I make my final decision. But anyway, that's my little book, and I did use my little bindery to make the holes, and I think it's going to be cute with the pictures in it. So if I ever get any pictures in it, won't be the near future, but if I get pictures in it, I'll do an update. So I thank y'all for watching. Bye. you.